Hello and a very warm welcome to our coverage of Kenya against Uganda. It is the second round of CAF qualifying for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. And we've got a derby game to bring you here from Nyayo National Stadium in Nairobi, a match being played behind closed doors here. It was actually the first ever international match for both these countries back in 1926. Kenya against Uganda in Nairobi. It finished in a 1-1 draw that day. Already in Group E of this second round of CAF qualifying, Mali, the group favourites, scoring a 1-0 win against Rwanda. That match took place yesterday. The matches will come thick and fast for Jacob Mule's Kenya and for Milutin Sredojevic's Uganda. Jacob Mule and Milutin Sredojevic, the two respective national coaches with plenty of experience. It's the fifth spell in charge of the Harambee Stars for Mule, while Sredojevic is back with Uganda for a second spell. Kenya's biggest threats will be their captain, Michael Olunga, a much-feared striker who plays for Al Duhail in Qatar, and he would love to propel the Harambee Stars to their first ever World Cup qualification. An awfully long way to go. Mali and Rwanda completing the group, as I mentioned. Mali 1-0 winners against Rwanda yesterday. Kenya will go to Rwanda on September the 5th for their second match in this section, while Uganda will host Mali in Entebbe the following day.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the two teams, the Kenya national football team and the Uganda national football team.
The Harambee Stars of Kenya taking on the Cranes of Uganda. Vital for both countries to get off to a winning start in the second round of CAF qualifying for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Kenya with home advantage in the derby against Uganda. It is the 77th meeting of these two countries. The first match ever played in international football by Kenya and Uganda was a derby, 1-1 back in 1926. Jacob Mule's Kenya taking on Milutin Sredojevic's Uganda. Kenya and Uganda trying to start this phase of qualifying with a victory, something Mali managed against Rwanda last night. Both these nations are captained by experienced forwards, Michael Olunga of Kenya, Emmanuel Okwi of Uganda. Kenya against Uganda. A hotly anticipated derby, with both of these nations trying to start the second round of CAF qualifying with a victory. The last meeting they had was in a friendly game in Nairobi in 2019. It finished at 1-1 that day. How will the Harambee Stars and the Cranes of Uganda fare today? Two national sides led out by forwards. Michael Olunga on the right of shot, wearing 14, starts up front for Kenya. He is their outstanding player, a feared goal scorer. Emmanuel Okwi, the 28-year-old, has plenty of experience, and he scored in the 1-1 meeting in the friendly in Nairobi back in November 19. Kenneth Maguna got the Kenyan goal that day. Maguna starts in the Kenyan midfield here. Jacob Mule, the Kenyan national coach, electing to leave out Victor Wanyama, Kenya's best-known player. Quite prickly he was too, Mule, when answering questions about the Montreal player's omission. It is a Wanyama-less Kenya who take on Uganda today. The two national sides getting in place ahead of the national anthems is meeting behind closed doors at the Nyayo National Stadium in Nairobi.
Let us be outstanding for the national anthems. We begin with the national anthem of Uganda. Thank you so much.
Kenya and Uganda ready for the derby. Let's look at the Kenyan lineup. Michael Olunga starts up front. Uganda will have to watch Eric Uma, who loves to get forward from left back, and he'll be looking to supply some good crosses for Olunga. Asike and Akuma will have their hands full with Emmanuel Okwi, the Ugandan captain. The two teams posing for the pre-match photos. Always a proud moment to represent your country. Ugandan players are delighted that Sredojevic is back as the national coach, known as Micho. The two captains come together for the exchange of pennants and the coin toss. The referee from Sudan, Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud. Charles Lukwego is on the scene there, the Ugandan goalkeeper. He's got the weighty task of filling in for veteran keeper and captain Dennis Onyango, who hung up his gloves 3 months ago.
Center referee is Ismail Mahmoud from Sudan. Assistant referee number 1 is Ibrahim Abdallah from Sudan.
Ian Otieno between the sticks for Kenya.
Gabar Mohammed from Sudan. For the official is Fadul Mohammed.
This is how Uganda line up. Sredojevic opting for a 4-man backline. By Rahanga, and Ocho will lock up the midfield. Ochaya and Karisa will be their wide players, trying to help Okwi in attack. One last huddle for the Cranes of Uganda. The Harambee Stars of Kenya taking their starting positions. Kenya trying to make home advantage count here. Uganda would love to get off to a winning start before hosting group favourites Mali on September the 6th.
Go.
It is the 77th derby between Kenya and Uganda. Uganda have the upper hand with 32 wins. Can they score an away victory here? The Cranes of Uganda on the ball in their all-white strip. And the first free kick goes against Abdallah Hassan. In fact, it's been given Abdallah Hassan's way after the coming together there in midfield, with Isaac Mulemi playing on the left-hand side for the Cranes. Kenya trying to build through midfield with Maguna, who was a scorer when these countries last met back in November 2019. That was a good ball by Maguna for Michael Olunga, the Kenyan danger man and captain. Olunga, such a prolific goal scorer. He was terrific in his spell in Japanese football with Kashiwa. He won the J-League MVP award and the Golden Boot. Phenomenal in Japan, and equally so for Al Duhail in Qatar, his new employees. Particularly prolific in the Asian Champions League for them. Lualiwa playing centre half alongside Juko, trying to keep Olunga quiet. The ball's gone all the way through to Ian Otieno. Otieno rolls it short to Akuma. Akuma, the defensive organiser for Kenya. Smooth defending from Luarila. Ocho played it wide. It will be a Kenya ball. Neither of these nations has ever qualified for the World Cup. Both of them did make it through to the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. Uganda made the second round there. Neither Kenya nor Uganda will be at the upcoming Africa Cup of Nations next year. Akuma. Odada in midfield. Kenya seeing plenty of the ball. Akuma with a well-weighted pass. Here's Juma. Invited to come forward is Sakari. Olunga wanted it into feet. And through it goes to Lukwego. Lukwego preferred to Watenga in goal. It was a tricky decision for Milutin Sredojevic, with Dennis Onyango, the veteran keeper and captain, having retired 3 months ago. Maybe a chance here for Kenya. And it is the first attempt on goal, which Lukwego deals with very comfortably. Dangerous run made by Abdallah Hassan. Sakari takes the free kick. Sakari about to join Tusker. Had a number of offers from local and foreign clubs, he said, including one in the Turkish top tier, but he thought that Tusker was the best option. Luguego. Uganda, their first spell of significant possession. Not quite dispossessed, though, by Adada, working hard in midfield. The 20-year-old who plays his club football in Serbia. He's at Metalac, on loan from Red Star Belgrade. Fifth spell in charge of the national team for Jacob Moulay. He appointed in October 2020. Odada uses his goalkeeper Ian Otieno of Zesco United in Zambia. Distance on the header, but Kenya back on the ball immediately. Olunga rides the challenge. Olunga now running towards the centre forwards position. That's a good looking cross, a chance. Oh, and it's been headed wide by Abdallah Hassan. He's had both of Kenya's significant efforts so far. Very good play out wide and an inviting cross for Hassan to attack. Just had to make an adjustment stride. Kenya causing problems. In play for some treatment there. Looks to me like it's Halid Waliwa who is down. Milutin Sredojevic won't want to lose a key player so early. Previously in charge of Uganda between 2013 and 2017. Left his job as Zambia coach and has come back to Uganda. This is how Loalia hurt himself. It was trying to get the ball off Olunga's foot. That's what he's in the team for. There's the right knee. That is the cause for concern here for the centre half. He'll be stretchered from the field. It's a sad sight to see a player depart the field on a stretcher. It's the right knee that went under him. Who's at Juko, the other centre half, and the rest of the defenders working out how to reorganise while Lawila is off getting attention. Prodigious distance on the throw. Lawrence Juma, wearing 21, was hoping that the whistle would sound to give the Harambee Stars another free kick. It didn't. Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud, the Sudanese referee, not giving that free kick. Udada has made a bright start, has Udada. You can see that Uganda are preparing the change, and Raila will not be reappearing. We're going to see Enoch Walusimbi, the express centre-half, come on. He made his international debut on Sunday against Ethiopia in a warm-up friendly.
Jersey number 15, Khalid Raila. In goes jersey number 16, Enoch Walusimbi.
Walusimbi on. Started against Ethiopia, playing 45 minutes. He's the ex-Uganda under-23s captain.
Enoch Walusimbi. Don't just open!
Sredojevic had hoped to play 3 warm-up matches. They were due, the Cranes, to take on Syria twice in Jordan. But, quarantine regulations in Jordan scuppered that, and so the coach had to content himself with just the 1 match against Ethiopia. Ethiopia were 2-1 winners. The consolation goal for Uganda was scored by Yunus Sentamu, who is on the bench today. 1 enforced change made by Sredojevic, with Walusimbi on. Sike back to Otieno, who has set himself the target of becoming one of the top goalkeepers on the continent. Dada looks very comfortable on the ball. Juko is a new centre-half partner now in Walusimbi. Uganda not managing to get any football going. That was a bit of a wild challenge by Richard Udada. No whistle. And play restarts with the goal kick. Udada certainly went in hard. Look, the more threatening team in the first 10 minutes, with a couple of half chances for Abdallah Hassan. Eric Uma, nicknamed Marcelo, because of his love of getting forward. Guna and Uma will have another throw. Adada shoots. Got under it. Did the young midfielder. In the Kenya squad for the first time, having previously represented Kenya's under-20s, with a big responsibility, pretty much filling Kenyan great Victor Wanyama's boots. Wanyama overlooked by Jaka Moulay, despite him pressing of late in the MLS with Montreal.
No, slow down, slow down!
Looking for that ball to release Alunga in behind the defenders. Walusimbi and Juko are going to have to watch that one. Kenya picking off Uganda's passes. Sakari now. Hassan. Muguna. Muguna has just joined the Tanzanian Giants, Azam, from Gor Mahia in Kenya, where he was the captain. Sakari. Asike to Akuma. Oh, nice flick there by Karisa. confident football from the Cranes now. Although Wasiwa nearly loses it in midfield. Here is Wasiwa again. He's the most creative of the three central midfielders in Uganda's team today. Nicely laid off by Ochaya. There's a foul by Muleme. Muleme recalled by Sredojevic. And, delighted to be back in the national team after some time out. He plays Viktoria Žižkov in the Czech Republic. Lunga. Ochaya. Ball not sticking to Karisa's feet. Laguna gets his free kick off Okwi. Hassan. Ali Mahmoud has been a busy man in the first quarter of an hour. A lot of whistle. Telling Muleme to cut out the back chat. Kenya have plenty of players who pose an aerial threat, including the Ghent centre-half, Joseph Akuma. Free kick to be taken by Lawrence Juma. Juma. It's going to need fetching this one, and Asike won't get that. Kenyan league season's only just finished. Juma had a great season for Sofapaka, scoring 16 goals. Wanting to translate his good league form to the international stage in this derby. A joke being enjoyed there between Akuma and Okwi. Ian Otieno right out to the edge of his area. Judged that well.
For the six before kicking. Before kicking.
So Juma applauding the intent from Richard Odada, who wanted to get things moving quickly, trying to catch the Cranes off guard. Dennis Aguma with the throw. Free kick to Uganda, just inside the Kenyan half.
After 10, Who is supposed to play that ball?
Down the line. Here's Karisa. Odada, that's a calm pass from the 20-year-old to Maguna, and here go Kenya. Could be on for them here. Well played in midfield by Uganda. Ochaya. Ochaya, the powerfully built left-sided player. Coming more centrally now. Ocho. Okwi battling on his own up front against lots of red shirts. It's been committed, as you would expect from a derby. This is the 77th Kenya-Uganda derby. Kenya have won 22. There have been 22 draws, and Uganda have won 32 times.
Peel off! Peel off! Up here, he's conquered! Up here!
Ochaya. Okwi. The shot, and Otieno gets in behind it. The shot with the outside of the boot on target.
Reach, reach, reach! Move the line! Move the line, squeeze the space!
CK back to his goalkeeper. That was the first major scare for the Harambee Stars. Uma's throw. Uma taking on two and drawing the foul. Clear warning from Ali Mahmoud to Emmanuel Okwi. Do that again, and you're going into my notebook. You're going to get a yellow card. Sakari. By Ruhanga, youngster in midfield, only 19, got his first cap in June. The number 6 back on the ball again there. Uganda visibly growing in confidence here, starting to put some passes together. It's speculative, that shot by Joseph Ochaya. Starting to ask questions, though, they are, of Jacob Moulet's side. Dada drops between his centre halves to launch play. His good long-range passing ability. Runs past Okwi, drops the shoulder and goes past him. Muleme. Ochaya will set off in pursuit of this. Dada, much of Kenya's play going through him. Okuma. Kuma had been targeted by some top-flight French clubs this summer. Joined Ghent from Elfsborg rather than going to Lorient or Reims. The Belgian club will be in the UEFA Conference League this season, the new competition. Maguna. Uma down the line. Uma caught late. Another final warning. Milton Carissa, like Emmanuel Okwi, looking at disciplinary tightrope now, having got their final warnings from the Sudanese referee. Uma, deep free kick. They've got men over here. Olunga can't guide it back on goal. Dangerous free kick taken by Eric Uma. 3 players round the back. Always got in each other's way. Done by Ochaya to Okwi, who is fouled. Okwi has been an international for a decade now. Idolized France's all-time record scorer Thierry Henry as a child. He's a fan of Henry's former club in the English Premier League, Arsenal.
Take attention,
Extra responsibility for Okwi with Faruka Mia out. That one's been overhit quite dramatically by Moses Waisiwa. Plays for Super Sport in South Africa. There's Waisiwa. Asike. Has skipped out of play.
Speed.
Okuma dominant in the air.
Fouls come without company. Fouls.
Okuma taking his time over the free kick.
Yes, Ochaya, yes!
Sredojevic, the Ugandan coach, feels that Kenya have an advantage in that they managed to play their league season, whereas the Ugandan season was cancelled. Decent ball in that by Ochaya. Go through to Otieno. It was important match practice for Uganda, a game against Ethiopia. Lawrence Juma. Olunga backing in there. Both sides fully committed, but the first half hour short on chances so far. Kenya the better side for the first 20 minutes, but Uganda, having grown into this game, will fancy themselves now.
To win, Kalitu! Hey, Fofosi!
Good strength from Iguma. Has Karisa outside him. Karisa wasn't sure what to do there. As Eric Uma pushed him towards the corner flag. First half change for both sides then. Now it's Kenya's turn to make a switch. Eric Johanna coming on. And Lawrence Juma's match has lasted only half an hour. Doesn't look to be injured. Well, an early change then made by Jacob Moulay. Eric Johanna, who plays his club football for Jönköping Södra in Sweden, is on to fill Juma's role in the more advanced midfield position ahead of Adada and Maguna.
Moses, come! Moses! Come and spin, Emma!
Mulemi's throw. Zradojevic unhappy with the ball. I think it's a bit flat.
There's no pressure.
No pressure in the ball. You can hear that on our effects microphone. It has been changed. Juko. Could be a dangerous cross, that one. The first touch for Johanna. Good distance on the throw from Uma after the long run up. Back with Uganda now, and helped forward neatly. And the referee, has he pointed to the penalty spot here? He has. Kenya disbelieving, arguing with the decision. Milton Karisa, the player brought down. Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud goes over to talk to his assistant referee. Milton Karisa challenged right on the edge of the area by Joseph Akuma.
But this is obvious. This is obvious.
Well, was it just outside the box? It was. Initially, he definitely pointed to the penalty spot. Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud went to check with his assistant referee where the contact took place between Akuma and Milton Karisa, and it was just outside the area.
sure, but he is mistaken. You have to correct.
Still a dangerous position for the free kick for the Cranes. Ian Otieno organising his wall. He's got 4 men in it.
Hey! Go to him to open
Chaya looks like he fancies a crack here. The too puissant Mazembe player.
To open the angle of the ball. You said him.
And an international since 2012. Joseph Achaya. Sakari's just detached himself from the wall now, wearing 15. Will it be touched off to give Achaya a better angle? No. Achaya will hit it. A very difficult skill from that acute angle to try to pick out the top corner of Ian Otieno's net. Looking for bend and dip, not troubling the Kenyan goalkeeper there. Achaya shoots on target, caught that well, did Joseph Achaya. Showing his ambition, showing the ambition of the Cranes. Sakari's throw. Kenya will be trying to provide better service to Michael Olunga, who has not had a chance to show his gifts in front of goal. Sakari takes a deflection, that cross, and well caught by Charles Lukwego.
Now when they're 4 versus 3, look, he was having 3 on 3.
Okuma driven straight out of play. Kenya needing to settle again.
Someone come and go! Don't be static!
Ocho helps it on. Bench is calling for movement. Pick that up on our effects microphone. Don't be static. Odada. Ocho. Well won back by Kenya. It's wide of Lukwego's goal.
50-50 contact. Go 200%. Well done. Well done. Keep up, Mangale. Chef! Moses, killed him!
Kenyan free kick inside Ugandan territory. Eric Johanna brought on the half hour for Lawrence Juma. The player fouled there. Uganda looking solid at the back. They've won 7 out of the last 12 meetings of these sides. Have Uganda. They've got a free kick to defend here. It's not been cleared. Abdallah Hassan needs support. None is forthcoming.
No cross and no foul, contain. Inside! Prove yourself! Come to win this!
Lukwego goes short. Fair play to Walusimbi, who came on for the injured Lualua and has settled in nicely alongside Juko at centre-half. It's aimed towards Okwi.
Well done, Bobo! Moses! On the penalty spot and Flower open Flower! Penalty spot, let them
Now
open
jogging
the
over
Flower.
to take the corner is Isaac Muleme, left-footed, so this will be an in-swinger for Ian Otieno and his defence to deal with. Muleme, Otieno comes for it.
Press, Bobo! Press!
Hassan just kept his footing, and Kenya trying to transition and break quickly. And there is the first yellow of the game. The foul on Sakari. And into the book goes Aucho, the Ugandan midfielder. Did look to be late.
Keeper Ian.
Long by Asike. Good layoff that to Johanna. Will come for Hassan. Oh, drives it across the face. It was a cross shot that only would have needed a touch from Olunga. Hassan has been part of most of Kenya's dangerous moves.
Come to me, come!
Okwi back on the ball for the Cranes, but not for long.
Press! Press!
Odada. Very well won back, but Odada has it again. Continuing to go in at his feet is Karisa. And Kenya trying to break with an extra man on the right-hand side. Hassan. Johanna. Good run. Good shot too. Flashes across the face of Charles Lukwego's goal. Kenya threatening to break the deadlock as we approach half-time. Manuel Okwi requiring attention now. Uganda have already lost Khalid Lualiwa to injury in the first half. He pulled up there. It was Okwi Studs actually went down inadvertently on his opponent, and that can put you off balance. Okwi looks okay. That'll be a major relief to Milutin Sredojevic. Showing for it is Alcho, the only player to be booked in the first 45. The flick by Okwi, away by Akuma into touch. There will be some added time because of the stoppage for Guailua's injury. Aguma earns the throw for the Cranes. 2 added minutes then at the end of the first 45 of this World Cup qualifier between Kenya and Uganda. No goals in the derby so far. Kenya have 4 up in this attack. Here's the captain, Michael Olunga. Olunga shoots. Decided to take on the responsibility on his own. Why wouldn't you, when you're as prolific as Olunga is? Didn't threaten Charles Lukwego's goal, though. Lukwago, the big boot. Foul there on by Ruhanga, 19-year-old midfielder. So Kenya will have the set piece to defend before the interval. There's a sandwich there of Maguna and Adada. Short by Ocho. Towards Okwi. Otieno's done everything he's had to do very confidently. Asike to Sakari. Smart turn that, and the foul by Ocho on Maguna. Trying to say to Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud, the Sudanese referee, that that's a lot of fouls. Rocha has already been booked. Sad news this, or a sad sight for Uganda, as Emmanuel Okwi goes down again and the change is going to have to be made. What a blow. The new captain is going to have to go off. Yunus Sentamu, who scored off the bench against Ethiopia, is a potential option to replace Emmanuel Okwi. He tried to carry on, felt the injury, but he's not going to get through to half-time. 2 players off with injury in the first half for the Cranes. Derek Simbambi, who is going to be coming on. Plays his club football in Egypt. The half-time whistle sounds. It is Kenya 0, Uganda 0. Uganda thought they had a penalty just after the half hour. Contact by Akumu on Karisa, actually outside the area. Uganda have lost 2 players to injury in the first half. Kenya threatens sporadically with Hassan looking bright down the right-hand side. Kenya 0, Uganda 0 at half-time in Nairobi.
Wakumbusha tu ni kwamba mechi hii inaendelea chini ya uangalizi wa Wizara ya Afya, na hivyo nakupasa uvalie barakoa yako ipasavyo. Hali kadhalika hakikisha kwamba unadumisha umbali hitajika wewe pamoja na mwenzako. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is under strict guidelines of the Ministry of Health. In that regard, ensure that you wear your mask properly and also maintain social distance. Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to wear your mask properly and also maintain social distance. It is half time. DJ.
It's okay. Take your decision now. Go. Of the first half, ladies and gentlemen,
And the halftime score, it is Uganda 0, ni mapumziko. Ladies and gentlemen, wakumbusha tu ni kwamba mechi hii inaendelea chini ya uangalizi wa Wizara ya Afya, na hivyo unahitajika wewe pamoja na mwenzako. Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to wear your mask.
Them happy, we no struggle to collect best status. Best class, so we who collect extra shit. If ladies ecstasy, with our expertise, we call it shots for them, know they get service. When we come out down, we go check bodies. I just smell heavy, I detect malice. I don't hear lifestyle, go feel lavish. Foreign girls in my house, I did less Spanish. And the French girl tell me show my pet Gladys. I just go for my let some bread vanish. But no be strain on my pocket, cause we less famished. Ladies love make man, and we head established. They come find us like we have banished. We drop our bubble if it's well garnished. We came through in a Mercedes. Mama, look at how we made it. Hey, they need to look on some ladies. Yeah, we did turn up on the day. We came through in a Mercedes. Mama, look at how we made it. Everybody needs somebody. Somebody, somebody. Everybody needs somebody. Somebody, somebody. Everybody needs a special someone. With the day to make you smile, with the dry and love the tears from your eyes. Everybody needs that special love. We will always hold your hands. We will be with you through the end.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you that this match is under strict guidelines of the Ministry of Health, and in that regard you are reminded to ensure social distance and also make sure you wear your mask properly. Mabibi na mabwana, mchezo huu uko chini ya uangalizi wa Wizara ya Afya Kenya, na hivyo mnakumbushwa kwamba mnavalia barakoa ipasavyo, hali kadhalika unadumisha umbali wewe na mwenzako. Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you that this game is under strict guidelines of the Ministry of Health. In that regard, you are reminded to maintain social distance and also to wear your mask properly, ladies and gentlemen. Mabibi na mabwana, tunawakumbusheni kwamba mchezo huu unaendelea chini ya uangalizi mkali wa Wizara ya Afya, na hivyo inatupasa sote kuzingatia itifaki za kudhibiti janga la corona.
Kenya 0, Uganda 0 at half-time in Nairobi. The Kenyan substitutes making their way back around to the bench. One change made by Kenya in the first half. It looked a tactical change to me as Eric Johanna came on for Lawrence Juma. Ugandan coach Milutin Sredojevic was forced into 2 alterations because of injury. Derek Nisibambi didn't actually manage to get on before the half-time whistle sounded. He was stripped off and ready to replace the captain, Emmanuel Okwi, injured late in the first half. Off early, with only 10 minutes on the clock, was the centre-half, Khalid Raliwa, and he was replaced by Enoch Walusimbi, who was settled in nicely alongside Juko at the heart of the Cranes' defence. Uganda looking pretty solid. Olunga and Hassan looking Kenya's most dangerous players. Adada has been classy in midfield, and Akuma a rock at the back. Sredojevic would like to see more of his side going forward. The Cranes thought they had a penalty just after the half hour when there was a challenge by Akuma on Milton Karisa right on the edge of the area. After consulting with his assistant, Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud, the Sudanese referee gave a free kick just outside the penalty area. Ian Otieno and Charles Lukwego, the 2 goalkeepers, haven't had any really difficult saves to make in the first 45. Let's see if a breakthrough can be made in this World Cup qualifier in the second period. Now the change is going to be confirmed with Derek Nisibambi, who plays for Smuha in Egypt, coming on to replace Emmanuel Okwi.
Second substitution.
At club level, his role has evolved. He plays wide rather than as a target man. Let's see how Uganda organise their forward line.
In goes jersey number 9, Derek Paul Nsimbambi.
The Harambee Stars of Kenya kick off the second half. Goalless at half-time in Nairobi in the derby. Kenya made 1 first-half change, which looked tactical. Uganda forced into 2 alterations because of injury. Maguna to Eric Uma. Will come back out to Maguna. Maguna, the scorer of Kenya's goal, when the sides last met in a friendly in November 2019. It finished 1-1. Kuma's impressed at Ghent since joining them. Uma's lost the ball. Oh, and that's a challenge from behind by Odada on Nisimbambi, the substitute. You see Khalid Ocho looking inquiringly at the ball. We had one ball that was changed in the first half because it was lacking pressure. So Ocho's free kick towards Achaya. Achaya's low cross. You can see that Nisimbambi has filled the centre forward position vacated by Emmanuel Okwi. Achaya trying to show for it. Kenya well positioned defensively, and Kenya have the free kick. Committed by Isaac Muleme there. It's gone back to Otieno, who builds with Akuma, and now Uma. Great Johanna. It's a Group E qualifier. Mali beat Rwanda 1-0 yesterday. Uganda will host Mali in 4 days' time. Kenya will be at Rwanda in 3 days' time. Nisimbambi running hard and tracked. His every move was tracked by Eugene Asiki. Muleme comes over from left back to take the corner. And he takes it short. Not a good first touch, that one, by Aguma. And here come Kenya. Strong, powerful run, but he was looking for the free kick there, was Masoud Juma. And Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud was unimpressed. Johanna, wearing 10 on his back and playing the number 10 role. Here's Odada. Johanna. Headed to Joseph Achaya of Tipe Mazembe. He tried to pick out Nisimbambi. Oh, that was a dangerous looking cross. Olunga will want more service like that. Whistle goes against Olunga. Will be left for the goalkeeper, Lukwego. Simbi, the early replacement for the injured Lualiwa. Otieno, not the best first touch. A little scare there. He's running hard towards him was Milton Karisa. Tieno got out of trouble well, and now Kenya have another free kick in midfield. Apology from Dennis Iguma. Hefty challenge from behind by Iguma. Jacob Mulay would love to see the Harambee Stars get in front in his 5th spell as the national team boss. Masud Juma is in some pain as he walks towards the touchline, but he's going to be able to carry on. Akuma to Asike, his centre-half partner. Asike going long. I haven't been able to bring the best out of Michael Olunga so far. No clear sight of goal for the Aldu Hale hitman. Average is not far off a goal a game at club level. Damada back to his feet, helped on by Juma. Good first touch by Johanna. Iguna. CK to Akuma. Pass to Otieno. Odada. Sike. Foul. Foul by Juko on Abdallah Hassan. Juko played for Uganda at the Africa Cup of Nations in 2017 and 2019, adds valuable experience to that back line. Eric Johanna, the substitute, to take the free kick. Johanna, dangerous, oh, and headed wide by Masud Juma, I think. Indeed, it was Masud Juma, the midfielder. Juma timing his run, he was onside, diving header. Juma plays his club football in Morocco. Joseph Akuma down now. Akuma, the 24-year-old centre-half, has been in the Kenyan national squad for around about 5 years now. Before playing at Elfsborg in Sweden, he was in the United States for Ann Arbor and Real Monarchs. Akumu rather, very familiar with Uma, who plays left back. They used to play together at school, at Kakamega High School. Ocho. Carissa. And see, there's more urgency to Kenya now. Kumu. Balloon that cross by Sakari. Taken by Lukwego. A little bit more accuracy in their play, the Harambee Stars. Chaya. CK plays the short pass to Sakari. Sakari's got his math studies to fall back on. If he doesn't fully make the grade in football, he's already a top-level player to be playing international football. Muleme's throw. Here's a Kenyan free kick. Kumu to Uma. Appeals for handball from Sredojevic, the coach, and some of the Ugandan players. Play continues. Going mad on the touchline. Still complaining about the handball decision as Kenya get another free kick. Given away to Achaya. Tieno will use a Kumu. Safety first for Mulemi. It's with Johanna now. Johanna showing for the return ball. Achaya back doing some defending. Wasiwa trying to turn, but has the ball taken off his feet. Now Juma. It's Uma working hard to get outside him. Odada. Uma. Oh, very dangerous low ball. This could be the breakthrough. It does go all the way through for a corner. Skillful play from Kenneth Maguna, wearing 13. Olunga was waiting at the far post. Ali Mahmoud calling over a player from either side. It's pushing and shoving. In comes the corner. On rising well was Eugene Asike. Iguma. Milutin Sredojevic deep in tactical reflection. The injuries wouldn't have been part of his plans. Guma's throw. It's back with Guma again. Juko tees up the ball for Mulemi. Wairuhanga. Slow tempo to the Cranes build-up. It's taken down acrobatically by Alcho, and now Wairuhanga can get the Cranes going in the right way. Big punt by Otieno. Safety first from Juko. Happy to reorganise. Zakari winds up for the long throw. Headed away by Ochaya. There was a contact off the ball there, and it was Okumu who brought down Milton Karisa, spotted by the referee, Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud. Okumu is going to be booked for that. Kenya seem to have the situation covered. Uganda haven't threatened to run in behind much this afternoon. I'm surprised to see Sredojevic in conversation with Nisimbambi, because Nisimbambi has struggled to make an impact since his half-time introduction. Clearly stepping across there, Okumu. Not quite for Uganda. You could see what they were trying. Now it's Kenya flying forward. Juma to the outside. Very good play from Juma. Good low ball too. And it's been bundled behind for a corner by Juko. That's the sort of service that Olunga wants. Very positive play from Juma on the left. It was a 3 against 3. Olunga was the only player in the box. And tricky for him to score from that angle. Erikuma giving the signal to his tall defenders. There's more pushing and shoving. Uma goes deep. Juma's ball. Over-enthusiastic, the challenge by Ochaya onto Abdallah Hassan. As Uganda make 2 more substitutions here.
In goes jersey number 21.
Mustafa Kitsa,
Mustafa,
number 21, coming on.
Number 2,
Ibrahim Orit as well.
Joseph Ochaya. Another substitution for Uganda Cranes. Out goes jersey number 23, Moses Waiswa. In goes jersey number 11.
Wasiwa is going off as well. So Ochaya and Wasiwa withdrawn. Mustafa Kitsa and Ibrahim Orit brought on. Orit of Vipers is a wide attacker, made his international debut in January of this year. In midfield, Kenya have players who are composed on the ball in Odada, Maguna and Johanna. Ugandan substitutes trying to get into the play. It was a Bayarahanga who's been there since the start, attempting to bring it forward. It's with Johanna of Kenya now. Dawdling on the ball. It has flicked off Alcho for the throw. As we approach the 3/4 mark in this game, and Kenya and Uganda in this derby still cannot be separated. Nodded out by Juko. Throw to Kenya deep in Ugandan territory. We've seen that Sakari can fling them long. Really give himself the full run-up. It's going to come from behind the assistant referee's head here. Can make life more complicated for the defenders. Flicked on by Alunga, and down goes Lukwego. It is a weapon that they have, Sakari's long throw. Out comes the card. Hanging on very long, Ibrahim Orit, before going into the book. Akumu. A sea kick. Nicely taken down by Juma. Juma's cross. Just the final ball lacking again for Kenya. It's a Kenyan free kick for the hand by Rehanga with the handball.
Substitution for Harambee Stars.
Now the Harambee Stars make a change.
Jersey number 17, Duke Abuya. Out goes jersey number 13, Kenneth
Duke
Muguna.
Abuya coming on.
Badiliko kwa Kenya, anaondoka Kenneth Muguna, anaingia Duke Abuya.
Off goes Kenneth Muguna.
Another substitution for Kenya.
Second change. Sees Abdallah Hassan go off.
22.
Coming on for him,
Abdallah
Boniface
Hassan in goal, jersey
Muchiri.
number 7. Boniface Muchiri.
So Muchiri and Abuya on. Johanna to take the free kick, and he goes straight for goal. It didn't worry Charles Lukwego, who just watched it sail over his crossbar. Into the latter stages of this game, and still neither goalkeeper has had a really tough save to make. Johanna scooping one up. Asike. It was a foul, otherwise it would have dropped for Johanna to hit. Juma having an enterprising second half. Akumu. Helped on by Bayarahanga. Awkward bounce. Still needs dealing with by Mulemi, who's been fouled by Johanna. There's still plenty of time for someone to become a derby hero here. Reminder that this is a 77th meeting of these nations. Kenya with 22 wins, Uganda 32. More verticality to the Kenyan play now. It's Juma looking for Olunga, who is offside. Clear daylight between the last defender and Olunga. It was Walusimbi who was playing him offside. Ocho. Orit. Oh, it has support here from Iguma, who is forced to go backwards. Keeper calls for it. Otieno has dropped it. This has gone again. Zimbabwe was trying to pounce on the loose ball.
Another substitution for
a change for Kenya.
Our goal jersey number.
It's Macharia who's going to come on. Jackson Macharia.
In goal jersey number 20. Jackson.
Well, the substitute is being substituted. Eric Johanna came on the half hour for Lawrence Juma, and now with 15 minutes to go, Jackson Macharia has come on for him. It's always humiliating when you're a substitute and you get substitute. You've got to feel for the player. Akumu. Throw by Mulemi. Tricky one for Akumu, and Uganda have it. Orit, was he fouled? Yes, he was, by Eric Uma. Off balance, Ibrahim Orit, and Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud decided that that would be a free kick to the Cranes of Uganda. And a card for Eric Uma. Mustafa Kitsa, left-footed to take this free kick. Kitsa, harmless. Mustafa Kitsa plays it with Victor Wanyama, the absent Kenyan player for Montreal in the MLS. Aguma plays it back. Walusimbi neatly sidestepped the substitute Macharia.
Last touch!
Milton Carissa has worked hard all match long, running down the right-hand side. The Ugandan substitutes are starting to have a bit of an impact here. They've added extra energy to the play of Milutin Sredojevic's side. Guma's throw is short to Orit, close to the keeper, caught by the keeper. And Otieno looks for the quick one. Rolls it to Asiki. Uma shows for the return ball. It's not accurate enough. Uma happy to have the throw. Orit. Ocho. Ocho once more. He was booked late in the first half. Sharia turns in pursuit of Otieno's long kick. Ocho, extra responsibility for the entire Ugandan midfield with Tadeo Luanga out injured by Rehanga. Fuego trying to keep a clean sheet as he stakes his claim to be the long-term replacement for the former captain, now retired, Dennis Onyango. Not quite. It goes through to Otieno. It was a good run made again by the tireless Milton Carissa. amount of whistle has detracted from the flow of proceedings. It's been a hugely committed game, as you would expect in a derby. Uma. Back with Uma again. Can Kenya find that inspiration to get the goal, get a home victory to kick off their Group E campaign?
Goes jersey number 17, Sentamu Junior Yunus.
Yunus Sentama, who scored off the bench against Ethiopia last Sunday in a 2-1 friendly defeat, replaces Milton Karisa, who has worked very, very hard. Sentamu repeat the trick and get another goal as a sub. In comes the long throw, and staying on his line is Lukwego. The whistle's already gone. Their long throws have been very impressive throughout this match. Daniel Sakari. Mileme's throw. Six and a half minutes plus stoppage time remaining in Nairobi. Yesterday there was a late winner in the first group. Oh, there was a winner in the first Group E game. It was actually a 19th minute goal scored by Traore for Mali against Rwanda. Uganda at home to Mali on September the 6th. Kenya at Rwanda on September the 5th. And ball there. That's the substitute. Boniface Muchiri. Uganda go from back to front. The flick has actually come off a Kenyan head. It's come off at Okumu and safely through to Otieno. Very good touch by Olunga. Olunga bringing Muchiri into play. Not the greatest of crosses. He was aiming for Jackson Macharia. Jacob Moulay, his 5th spell as Kenyan boss. Well, those spells only lasted a day or so. Uma. Kumu to his centre-half partner, Asike. Forward by Sakari. Backing in there, Michael Olunga. It's been a frustrating afternoon for him. Asike. Flick towards Muchiri. That's a foul on Okumu. Substitute Sentama trying to put himself about. Sakari. Sakari will get another go. Winds up the arms. Good defending that by Uganda. Zimbabwe wanted it played earlier than it was, and it was overhit anyway. Through to Otieno. Asike. Macharia's flick. Oh, Olunga nearly got in there. It's a wayward kick by Charles Lukwego. Lukwego, yet another Ugandan player who looks like he's going to need some attention. Has he got cramp? Looks like Mahmoud Ali Mahmoud has prepared a card. See who he shows this to, whether it's for dissent or time wasting. It was launched in by Asike. Kick to touch, immediately went down, feeling cramp. This will mean there'll be extra time added on at the end of the 90. Good range of whistles, hasn't he, Milutin Sredojevic?
We put the ball outside. Oh.
Well, the keeper is going to get booked for time wasting.
Ladies and gentlemen,
3 minutes added on then. Still Kenya 0, Uganda 0. Here comes Daniel Sakari with another one of those long throws. Kenya having to try to show some urgency. Game really short of clear chances. Iguma. The whistle sounds for the foul on Ibrahim Orit. Can Uganda steal the 3 points right at the end? Otieno organising his defence. Will be Mustafa Kitsa to take this left-footed again. The fourth official bringing something from the Ugandan bench to the referee's attention. Sredojevic told to get away. Remember, the backroom team getting a caution. Kitsa. Nearly round the back there was Yunus Sentamu. Peeled his run there, deceiving the Kenyan defenders. Time is running out for there to be a winner in this 77th derby. There must have been a touch on the ball from a defender, because it is a Ugandan corner. Another set piece for Ian Otieno to defend. By Ruhanga. The young midfielder is going to take this one right-footed. By Ruhanga. Dropped by Otieno, but he gathers at the second attempt, and he'll want to get it downfield quickly. With only seconds left, Otieno can't find Boniface Muchiri. Will there be one more attack before the final whistle sounds? Uganda complaining that the throw wasn't taken from the right place. Forward by Uma, downfield by Mulemi. And that will be that. The derby finishes Kenya 0, Uganda 0. Both get a point on the board in Group E, but no winner today. It's the 23rd time that these nations have drawn with each other. Kenya 0, Uganda 0.
Mabibi na mabwana, refari wa katikati anahitimisha mchezo leo, ikiwa matokeo ya mchezo Harambee Stars bila, Uganda Cranes bila. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the match. Thank you for coming. See you again next time. Safe journey back home.